Mic check. 1, 2. Yes, yes. Yo, yo. Greetings. Salutations. Yo, yo. Mic check. 1, 2. Let me check this as well. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Audio. Testing. 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 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, 1 second. Ugh. Yo, yo. Testing again. I made one change and I want to hear how that change comes across. Check, check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, my game audio was definitely a wee bit too high. Let us fix it. Check. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello. 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 Let's do this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check, check. Yo, yo. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I am back. Mr. Black. Mr. Black. Mr. Black. Baseline. Baseline. What's this? Oh. All right, good to go. Good to go. Oh, my camera is in the wrong place. Oh, wait, before I forget. My autofocus was on last time, and that was quite annoying. Let us fix. Allow me to fix. Allow me to fix. Where is it? Autofocus. You are going to be vaporized. There you go. Get out. Get out. No autofocus. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 papi. Okay. No, 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 no. Oh, I was going to move the camera. Okay. Okay, let's go back to... Serious. Make my camera a little bit bigger. A little bit. Just a bit. All right, so I am gonna do some toying around with a great sword. So first, let me see what pieces I have. Okay, first of all, can we even make the great sword? Let's find out. Let's find out. Where's the guy? Oh, I'm not online. gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'll be waiting here. I could help you out if I had some better gear.
Talk to you.
Yeah. Of course. Come back anytime.
Okay, let's talk to the limited bounty individual. Hello. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Kittens play really.
Okay. Forge. Forge. Let us forge the. Okay, I got that one. No, I need to kill Omega one more time. One more time. Man, I ain't done that fight in ages. I mean, I only need 2 axles, so. And do you need that from? I think I can do regular Omega. Let me check. Allow me to check. Wait, I don't think it will show me here, will it? I think I need to go to the quest. Wait, where is it? Bro, where's Omega? Oh, here. Savage. What about the normal one? Okay, so you can get it from the regular one. Nice. Let's do that then. Fuck, I need to change to my. Yeah, it should be easy. Restock. Restock and then get a groove on. Oops. Restock and then get to it. Why does it keep saying my battery is low? It's not. Stop lying. What's my quest settings right now? Let's just do only support, change it to 2. And get to it. Straight in, and I forgot to eat. Idiot. Idiot. Fool. Wait, do I have... I still got some food left over, so whatever. Whatever. Oh, I need to. Where's the bug boy? Oh. Alright, let's put on the mantle. I have no. Oh wait, he's weak on the front legs. Oh my god, I do not miss this fight. Mm. Get him. Ouch. Thanks for the heals. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, that was very early on the dodge. Okay, thanks for that. What? Where you at? Terrible aim right now. Ouch. Ouch. Can we get him out? Nope. Okay. Back up. That was very close. Fuck, dodged in the wrong direction. Dodged in the wrong direction. Oh, I totally forgot about the pom-pom thing. Well, maybe I don't need it. We'll see. What is that? Not good. Shoutouts to mutual hostility. Do I have a shortcut for the pom-pom? I need to just keep that on. Okay, get pom-poms.
Greetings.
Greetings. And like C4, greetings, greetings. How you do? Oh, yo. Bro, Great Sword was my favorite weapon in this game. You said was. What weapon took the crown? You mean in this game specifically or Monster Hunter in general? In Generations though, Sword and Shield are king. in Generation. Yeah, I haven't played Generations in a long time. Oh my god, I ran out of stamina just when the dodge mattered most. Watch out. Oh. But I've always found Sword and Shield to be my least favorite melee weapon. I just found that it's just such a short weapon, right? Obviously by design. So oh wait, we can knock him out of this. You know, it requires me to get a little bit too close than I normally would like to. Hope you're well. I haven't played Monster Hunter in like 3 years. Yeah, that's a whole lot of years. Oh fuck, I should not be here. You didn't touch Wilds at all? I'm guessing the last one you played was World. That is not good. I've been diving in the backlog. Nice. What's in your backlog at the moment? Or what have you been able to get through, like actually successfully play in your backlog? The mechanics of Charge are so stupid fun to learn. Yeah, Charge Blade is like definitely mechanically intense. So if you're into more like micromanaging and pressing a lot more buttons than most weapons need to, then Charge Blade is where it's at. I've tried Charge Blade many times, but it just never. It's just not my kind of weapon, but it's cool though. I really respect people that play it really well. And it's like loads of different ways to engage with it. Do not want to stand there. It's gonna hit. Nope. Can I get this off? Let's see. Oh, nice. Got it off. Watch out. I'm in the fire. Not good. That is a whole lot of tick damage. Holy crap. All good. Had a debate with Fnatic. Man, like Fnatic, he's still around. Well, I mean, yeah, I know he's still around, but was he on Mike's show? He came on Mike. What was the topic about? Yeah, but my favorite Monster Hunter is Generations Ultimate. Yeah, Generations Ultimate is dope. It's the ultimate of the generations. Can we get this off? Okay. It's gonna hit me. Ooh, can we get through the other side? Yes, we can. I need some heals, cat. Is that a weak point? No. Watch out. Stay on the floor. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Stay grounded. Okay. I'm close to beating Persona 5 and currently Doom 2016, not to mention Hatsune Miku Project, Diva Megamix. That's a whole lot of, not only is that like 3 big games, but they're like 3 very different games. Like complete opposite ends of the... I'm dead. No, I'm not. I lied. Psych, I lied. Oh, I might be dead now. Nope, I lied again. Yeah, I haven't played... I've played Persona 5 for like about 18 minutes. Yeah. I am probably going to play Persona 6 though whenever that comes out. Oh, fuck. I love the music in Persona, and it's a bit of a shame that I haven't been... It's a bit of a shame that I can't say I've played an actual Persona game. It's quite embarrassing. I went on his stream how we should value criticism from people. Interesting. How did you like plan the debate? Like you guys spoke before and it was planned out, or it was like a spontaneous, you You were just in the chat, and then he just jumped on the Discord. And how did it go? How did the debate go? From most of the interactions I've seen him do, I would say he's mostly like a good faith person. I think like good faith. Like fucking hell, coming to the arena and I'm dead, right? Because I'm just in the tick damage spot. Like I recall him being quite good faith and tries to make an effort to not be like unnecessarily rude or super debate bro-y. But I don't know, that was a long time ago. I should not be standing so close. Okay, chance. Up. It's supposed to be a dodge, bro. I'm dead. Even if I stay on the ground, I'm dead. Wow, this is embarrassment. He came on Mike's podcast defending Chris G, so I DM'd him saying, you want to talk about it? Went well, no raging or shouting, and no minds were changed. Interesting. What's up, Jads? How you doing, man? We got a C4 viewer in the building. Like to see it? We like to see it. That sounds good though. Maybe I'll check out the. I didn't even know Fnatic was still streaming. I thought he just stopped. Back up. Just a scratch? Yeah, it sounds like you got a whole lot to get through. Did you watch Summer Games Fest? Did you see any games that interested you? What the fuck is Jads doing here? Also a big fan of your Fula. Yeah, I don't know how. Maybe, fuck, bro. How long are you gonna target me? I mean, C4 man, you got reach, you got influence, man. You know, people they sense your name and they follow you. You know what I mean? Don't underestimate the power of the sea and the foe. You know. Fuck. Dodge. Okay. Ooh, don't stay there. Get him. Okay. What's up, Gary? Why did Xbox end on Call of Duty yesterday? Knowing people hated the last one. I didn't even watch the Xbox showcase. I know that they revealed Persona 6 and the Persona 4 remake. I know that it's gonna hit me. Something about Halo 1 remake and Gears of War or something. I don't know what else they showed though. I guess they showed Gears, Call of Duty as well though, evidently. Xbox showcase was more sleep than the others. I don't know how that is possible. I mean, it was never gonna be. Wait, so that means, I'm guessing that means you weren't too keen on the on the Summer Games Fest. I think Summer Games Fest and State of Play was quite good. Like there was no way Xbox was ever gonna be bigger than Summer Games Fest. Summer Games Fest at this point is like it's basically replaced E3 along with the Game Awards. I think Summer Games Fest had a whole lot for a lot of different kind of gamers, you know. But yeah, I mean, I heard that the Microsoft Showcase was happening, but I never allocated any time to watch it because I knew it's probably not going to be very much up my alley anyway. Summer Games Fest was good for me. Fan of Dynasty Warriors and Token Reveal was good. Yeah, Token Reveal was at State of Play. But yeah, Token Reveal was dope. I hated that it's come to this trend now where devs are basically just rebuilding old games with added steps. What are we calling it now? It's not a reboot or a remaster. Are you referring to which game are you referring to in particular? Because yeah, there are a lot of remakes, but I don't mind. I think there's a place for remakes and remasters, but I do get that it's kind of like what happened in the movie industry, right? Where we started to get a lot of remakes of old movies or reboots of old movies. And it starts to feel like, when are we gonna return to making original things? But I don't know. I'm not currently in a place where I feel like we're getting so many remakes to the point where it feels like originality is lacking. I'm not at that stage yet, but I could see how it appears that way. For some people. I guess it's a reimagining. The Tomb Raider, Atlantis, Halo Evolve, Assassin's Creed, Black Flag already exist, but they're essentially making new versions of them from the ground up and reshaping the content. Yeah, that is happening a lot. And yeah, there's definitely an argument to be made that perhaps it's happening too much. But I don't know if we're at the stage currently where that is happening, where that is. I don't know if we're getting remakes to the point where it's like outgrowing original games. You know what I mean? Like if we do get to the point where we're getting so many remakes where we're getting more remakes than original games, then I do think that will become a problem, or that will be a problem. But I don't know if we're at that stage yet. But there are a lot of them, though, admittedly. I know there's like I think, did you say it already? I think the God of War, they're remaking the God of War original. Well, not the whole trilogy, but the first two games. That's happening. And then, yeah, Tomb Raider. You got the Final Fantasy VII stuff that's been happening. Assassin's Creed Black Flag didn't even need a remake. The original... hold on. The original holds up still. The only new IP that interests me slightly is Exodus. And don't fret. I mean, it's like a little different than a remake. Hold on. Oh fuck, this is gonna kill me. Yep. Oh wait, my mutual hostility. They are remaking God of War 3. I thought they were remaking the whole thing. The whole 1, 2, and... Wait, are they doing 1, 2, and 3? Or just 1 and 2? I didn't know. I wasn't sure if they were doing 3 as well. Because 3 came out on the PS3. It's not that long. Well, I guess it is quite a long time ago. 1, 2, and 3? Okay. Yeah, that's a whole lot of remakes. And it's going to be a lot of years before all 3 of them come out again. Dead Roots looks cool. To the Snail Stabber game. Did they show that at SGF? I don't even remember. That's going to hit me out of it. Yeah, there's quite a few remakes. Fuck, I'm not paying attention. Back up. terrible gameplay right now. Okay, and I need a stamina. Can that hit? Yep. Where is my... Where's the heat bug? Over here? Nope, that's not it. Hello, heat bug, somewhere. Where you at? Where you at? Fuck it, I'll just drink my hot drink. I have a hot drink, right? Yeah. Ain't no way I'm clearing this quest. Unbelievable. Bro, how funny is that friggin' that Virtual Fighter intro being the same track as the Neo Miss Independent? That was, everybody's tweeting about it now. I thought I was a genius. I thought I was the first genius to notice it. And then now everyone and their grandma and their grandma's puppy is tweeting about it. Pretty funny. It's almost like they knew Laufey was going to be a no-go with the crowds. I mean, the weird thing is they should have known, but I would argue that they probably didn't. But they should have. Like, even if that's the game they wanted to make and that's the protagonist they wanted to have, I would be shocked if they didn't think that the reaction would be bad. But to be fair, like, in the building, I'm pretty sure in the building it was fine. I'm pretty sure in the building there was, like, even if there were people frowning and booing, like, even us watching it at home, when the trailer finished, everybody was clapping. Like, it sounded like everybody was clapping because the overwhelming majority of people were cheering, right? It's only the online reaction that where we started to see that a lot of people were unhappy. But yeah, I find it hard to believe that they truly didn't know that it was gonna raise eyebrows. But who knows? Weirder things have happened, you know. I'm guessing that they expected it, but they just don't care because that's the game that they want to make, right? Have you played any more of that SS6 mode? Not since after I streamed it. I streamed it twice, and then I played it off stream for like 2 or 3 hours, but I haven't gone back to it since. I was enjoying it. I just haven't gone back to it. They did her wrong, bro. Yeah, I do think that. So, like, my take on the God of War Laufey thing is that there's a happy middle ground where, because right now it's like a very binary thing where, like, okay, you're either super against it because, like, you're tired of male protagonists being replaced, or you're super against it because she looks ugly, or you're super for it because, you know, Laufey's been in the God of War story, like, recently. She's Kratos' wife. Like, even in the lore that the games are based on, like, she has a place and she's a relevant character and she's really cool and she's powerful and stuff. So you're either on that side where you really support it. But I do think there's a middle ground where perhaps they should have been a bit more cautious or a bit more mindful of just, like, designing a character that just looks more appealing, because that is important, right? Like, it's like either they don't realize that that's important, or they know it's important, but they care so much more about making the character that they want to make, and maybe having this, like, vision of, like, hey, not every female needs to be a sexy, you know, goddess, right? In terms of how they look, which is true. That is true, but even within that statement, there's a middle ground there where you can still make her look appealing in a way that doesn't cause the outrage that the current design caused. So I do think there was a middle ground somewhere that they could have reached, and they clearly just failed at that. Which, yeah, I think is it's a bit unfortunate, especially because the game does look good. And now a lot of the noise about how the main character looks is kind of like offsetting or distracting from what otherwise would have been a good game, you know? Fuck. Oh yeah, Exodus is technically a new IP, but it's just basically a Mass Effect game that someone wanted to say, hold my beer. Well, I'm there. I'm here for it. I love Mass Effect. And it would be nice to get more games like that. Oh shit, who that? Locking Tony. Oh, what's up, Locking Tony? Thanks for the raid, mine. Appreciate that. Much appreciation. What if the new Game Plus mode lets you play as Kratos? Doesn't that fix it? It wouldn't fix it because the protagonist is still... I mean, it depends what the person's issue is, right? If the person who doesn't like Laufey being the protagonist doesn't like it because she's the protagonist, then getting Kratos in New Game Plus wouldn't satisfy that person. I mean, it would be a little something, but it's like, well, you played through the whole 40, 50-hour campaign as not Kratos, so you'd probably still be a bit frustrated about that. Yeah, thanks for that, Tony. I haven't seen you in a while, man. How you been? I need to scroll up in the... Wait, let me Farcaster back.
Oh!
Linear... Wow, why is everybody raiding me? What's going on today? What is happening? Appreciate the raid. Definitely wasn't expecting that. Doing good, helping out with a friend, helping a friend with World. Nice. Very nice. Wait, let me just, I need to scroll up and respond to some of these messages. Hero. Thanks, Leon. Thanks for the raid. Very kind of you. Tony brought me here. Nice. Tony bringing the cavalry. We like to see it. We like to see it. The female hate Laufey is getting is so cringe. It's fine to acknowledge Sony has a need to add female main characters, but doesn't inherently make it. Yeah, I agree. Like, it's wait, let me play something a little bit more relaxing. 1 second. Yeah, it's been a long time, Tony. I've been okay. I only recently started streaming on Twitch again because I fixed up my internet and now I can stream properly on both YouTube and Twitch without any like crazy drops or lag or anything like that. So that's good. Support hunter, you know, yeah, true that. You're doing the hunting horn life in real life. IRL hunting horn user. I'm actually in love with the idea of a horror themed Persona game. Just don't make it a regular survival horror slow. Yeah, I doubt that. It's most likely going to be super RPG focused, just like the others, right? But with a completely different theme. I actually think a horror theme for Persona is quite fresh. I'm sure it's still going to be high school something related, like high schoolers doing high school stuff, and then at night they're doing, I don't know, grave robbing or something. But yeah, it's a welcome change for sure, like visually. Yeah, I agree with you, Jad. It's like, I think there's too much of a knee-jerk reaction where it's like you see a woman and instantly it's like, oh, DEI, it's woke, it's like pandering, it's white male erasure, like it's all of these, you know, really severe things that people are putting into the air, and it doesn't have to be so extreme. Like, I don't know, man. I think people just have, people's worldviews are very set, and anything they see that is like helping to construct that worldview, they latch onto it as if to say, like, see, I told you guys, I've been telling you for the longest time, they're erasing males, they're taking video games away from us. Like any piece of ammunition that they can allow or that they can find to further their position. And then, you know, I mean, this is what we get, right? It's just quite tiring. But then it gets even more complicated because then you get people that are like, you know, super into Stellar Blade, at least the original Stellar Blade, because it's like a hot girl. So it's like, is the real issue that you actually don't mind women being protagonists, but as long as they're sexy, as long as they're hot, as long as they look bangable enough, like, is that what the magical like aspect that you need to be there? like as long as you have that, then it's not a problem. I don't know. Am I excited for the expansion? Not yet. I'm not excited yet. I need to see more. I'm glad that we got a sneak preview of the new mechanic. I think it's called the Boost Bracer or something. It looks cool, but I'm not gonna make the same mistake that I made with Wilds and get excited like from the demo and from the trailers that we saw. Like I just want to see. We need to see how it actually impacts the game, because yeah, I'm still in an iffy place in terms of how I feel about Wilds. I think the expansion needs to do a lot of heavy lifting. You know what I mean? It needs to change up a lot of stuff, in my opinion. So a darker theme would be nice for Persona, especially since Shin Megami Tensei is quite dark. Yeah, I've heard like some of the older original games were much darker in tone. But yeah, I have a lot of opinions about the God of War. Not even just God of War, just the topic of this feeling that people have of like male characters being replaced by female characters, because there's like, you know, there's people tweeting like these images, right, of like all of the recent male characters that have been replaced by a female, and they'll show Kratos, they'll show Joel being replaced by Ellie from The Last of Us, they'll show Zagreus being replaced by Melinoe from Hades to Hades 2. And like I saw a list that was like, it had like seven or eight characters. And some of them, it's like, for example, like the Joel and Ellie thing, like that's not a good example. Like, especially because sometimes the story warrants it, where it's like, okay, the reason why you play as Ellie instead of Joel is like a very understandable reason, given what happens in the events of the game. I don't know. It's quite annoying. I'm gonna dodge that. Oh my god, oh my god. One of them things, you know, you can just not direct the game that way. Wait, what do you mean? Like, what are you referring to? In reference to like changing the male character into a female? Oh my god, I'm not paying attention. I'm dead. Like you could just have wait, I'm having a reading failure. You could have just not have. Okay, I know what you're trying to say. Yeah, they could have just made it so that that character didn't meet the demise that they met. I hate to raid and run, but I gotta eat that. No worries, man. I appreciate the raid. Very, very nice of you for sure. Good to hear. Good to see your name again as well. You said good luck on the hunt just as I get incinerated. Yeah, appreciate that. And enjoy the rest of your day, mine. Yeah, like ultimately it's a story, right? It's a story that somebody's writing, and they have the freedom to write the story in the way that they want to, because, you know, they're trying to tell a story, right? But I do think that there are like, in my opinion, I think that the way that they executed the situation with The Last of Us 2 wasn't that great. Like, I think there was a bit of a bait and switch, because part of the rage behind that was because in the trailers it made it seem like we would have been playing Joel for like either most of the game or a lot of the game, because he was very prominent in the trailers. But then in the game we see what happens, and then that led to a lot of outrage as well. Not to mention like how it happened. Like how it happened kind of went a little bit against his character, and they didn't really execute it as well as they could have. So that was my issue with how that went down. But I don't think it's inherently a bad thing to do such a sudden switch like that. You just got to make it work, right? And whether they made it work or not is arguable. Some people, they really swear by it, and others, like, you know what I mean? Like, I love the first Last of Us is one of my favorite single player experiences of all time. Like, it's in the top 3, like, easily. And it's a shame that I can't say the same about Last of Us 2. Like, I just don't think it's as appealing, as compelling. And it's not even because you play as Ellie and Abby as, you know, throughout most of it. It's just some story decisions that they made and what transpires in the game. It just wasn't as tight of a story in my opinion. But that doesn't really. It's lack of Last of Us 2 not being as tight of a story. It's not necessarily due to us having to play Ellie or Abby. So it's nothing to do with the gender really. It's more so about the story execution, in my opinion. I like the Last of Us 2 direction, but that's an argument for not changing to women main characters. I like Last of Us 2 direction, but that's an argument for not changing to women main characters. Wait, I don't understand. Gamer fans seem to be very different to lore fans. Like in Marvel, character replacement can work as long as it makes canonical sense. But that's the thing. In a lot of, like what you just said there, like I wholeheartedly agree. But and a lot of the games that are making these changes, it does canonically make sense. Like it canonically made sense that we played as Ellie and Abby in The Last of Us 2 instead of Joel. Like it made sense story-wise. But a lot of people, I don't know. I think Last of Us is a bit of a different situation because it's not necessarily, people weren't just pissed off because it was a male to female character switch. There was a whole lot of other baggage going on there. But with Kratos and Laufey, it definitely does canonically make sense, at least from what I've seen. So the God of War stuff is just mostly people that are just unhappy about. They just really want the power fantasy of being Kratos, even though, despite us having that for like 5 games at this point. And then the other argument that some people have, is, hold on a minute. The other argument that some people have is that like God of War is inherently a male-centric game. Like most of the people who buy and play God of War are men. So why switch it to a character that is a female? Because you're doing that to a franchise that is targeted at men. So people say that stuff about it as well. But then the question you have to ask yourself following up to that is like, well, just because the game is aimed at men doesn't mean that you can't play as a female character. Like you can have an action game that mechanically and what you do in the game is primarily aimed at men, but you're just playing as a woman. Like, can that not be the case? You know what I mean? So there's definitely aspects of the conversation that people don't really think about too much. Exactly, yeah. Like a guy can play as a woman. Well, I mean, I guess for some people that's more of an issue, but I don't know. It's a bit weird. Unrelated, but did Kojima execute the bait and switch well with MGS2? At the time, I would say no, because a lot of people were not happy with the Snake to Raiden switch. But that's because like, well, one, that kind of thing was kind of unheard of back then. Because remember, we came out of Metal Gear Solid 1, which is one of the best games of all time on the PS1, introduced Solid Snake, or reimagined Solid Snake in a way that made him one of the most iconic video game characters ever. So coming off that, you go into MGS2, and then who are you? You're Raiden. And then again, part of the reason why that happened with that game is because, if I recall correctly, they released a something wrong with my mic. My mic just randomly cuts out for no reason sometimes. What was I saying? I was saying in the case of MGS1 to MGS2, it's a little bit different because if I recall correctly, before MGS2 came out, there was a demo, right? And in that demo, you played as Snake. You played as the tanker. Like the demo was the whole tanker sequence from MGS2. So and mind you, like let's not forget that MGS1 is one of the most classical greatest games of all time, introduced Solid Snake, who became one of the most popular characters of all time. So you came off that incredible run, sick game, sick character, and then you go into MGS2, you release the demo, you're playing as Snake in the demo, and then the game actually comes out, and then you're Raiden. So the rage surrounding that was a lot more understandable. But even then, like after the game was all said and done, like a lot of people ended up liking Raiden. I think the Metal Gear Solid 2 outrage was very warranted, and ultimately he didn't end up being like most people to this day like are fine with Raiden. Like he's no Solid Snake, but Raiden, people came around on Raiden. So yeah, I would say that I don't know whether to say MGS2 was a good example of the bait and switch, because I don't know what a good example entails. Like, does a good example mean that they did the switch and nobody was upset, or they did the switch and people were upset, but then they quickly turned heel? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what does it mean to do a successful bait and switch? You know what I mean? Fuck it, make all main characters white men. That would make a lot of people happy. That would make the Asmongods of the world extremely satisfied. Hawkeye going from Clint to Kate makes sense, and I see very few people, if any, say it's bad. I think that might. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I just think it depends. I also think it depends on the medium, and it depends on what is happening to the original character. Like, is the original Hawkeye dead? Did he retire? Is he just taking a back seat? Is he injured, out of commission temporarily while Kate Bishop does her thing? I think that matters as well, right? And I think with comics it might be a bit different because they've been around for a lot longer, and these characters exist in a lot of different other mediums, right? Like perhaps it's the case that when Kate Bishop had her run, like there might still be a Hawkeye comic or a side story with Hawkeye, or Hawkeye is in somebody else's comic, in somebody else's story, doing something else. He's preoccupied doing some other story stuff, right? So even though Kate Bishop has taken the mantle of Hawkeye, the character of the original Hawkeye, like Clint, might still exist somewhere. So it's not like you've been completely robbed of Hawkeye or of Clint. See, I think with comics and like Marvel and DC stuff, it's a little bit different because they have so many different other mediums to pull from, you know? Also, what I don't understand about God of War, the Kratos storyline is finished basically. The next game would only ever have been Atreus anyway, and who wants to play as him? Yeah, that's what people were thinking. Like either you age up Atreus, or it's just maybe a Kratos sequel, like a God of War prequel. I mean, I think an aged up Atreus might have been good. It just depends on like how they redesigned him or how he grew up. But yeah, I'm with you though. Like I think most of the outrage about the Laufey thing is just culture war stuff. That's what it is mostly. Whatever side you're on, you're gonna use this game to further your perspective on the entire landscape of gaming culture right now. You know what I mean? You're either gonna look at the Laufey game and say, see, look at all of this outrage. Gamers are misogynistic, or men are scared of women, or men just want sexy OnlyFans looking women in their games. Like if that's the perspective you have, then you're gonna shout from the mountaintops and use this game to bolster your position. And then on the flip side, if you're in the other position, like the Asmongods of the world, and you wanna use this game to prove that white male erasure in games is happening, then you're gonna shout from the mountaintops and use this game to bolster that argument. You know what I mean? And it just becomes two people screaming at each other and not really listening to each other. I think oftentimes there's like a reasonable middle ground that can be explored, because I don't think both sides are inherently deeply wrong, in my opinion. I think that there's something to be said or something to be explored in both sides that I can kind of understand where the rage comes from. But there's just not enough meeting in the middle, I think, you know. In hindsight, with MGS2, it made sense with the story they were telling. Also, I think it was cool to observe Solid Snake from another perspective for a bit. It made him seem, yeah, exactly. Like, I think ultimately, I think Metal Gear Solid 2 was better. It made Snake an even more compelling character because of what you just said, because of getting to see how badass Snake is from the perspective of Raiden, you know? And then we ended up playing Snake technically in 3 and then again in 4, right? So it's only one mainline game that we didn't get Snake. But yeah, everything I'm saying though is more so just what people felt like in the moment. Like when the game came out, that's what people were saying. But I think most people that felt that way, they can look at MGS2 in hindsight and be like, you know what? It was actually a sick game. And what they did with Snake and Raiden and the story and all that stuff, like they wouldn't have been able to tell that same exact story if you just played as Snake throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean? Wait, did I even get what I needed from that quest? I hope so. Guess we're gonna find out. I don't think I did. Nope, I did not. Unbelievable. Wait, maybe I can refund something. Wait, you can't, right? Damn it. Unlock. I have to try again. All right, let's boot up another one. Let me just group up for this.
I was given a message, yes. Somebody wants to make a trade.
Take all.
All right then.
Okay, let's eat at the camp first. But yeah, it would be interesting to see like a parallel universe where in that universe, Laufey is more conventionally attractive. And speaking of me understanding where both sides are coming from, I think one clear way to kind of like see that there is a middle ground here, which is when you look at the real actress, like the actress model or the actress that was used to model Laufey after, she looks way more attractive in real life. And then you look at the character model and there's just so many shots where she just doesn't really look that appealing. And I think that that's a bit of a shame because you had a working model to work from that would have made this character look like quite attractive to the point where a lot of the complaints that we're getting now may not be a complaint. So it just makes me wonder, like, why did they do that? Like, why? It just feels very intentional. And again, it's tricky because like I don't think it's inherently a bad thing if a developer intentionally wants a female character or any character to look visually not like super duper 10 out of 10 hot, because maybe they truly believe that we do need more female characters that aren't just sex bombs, like, you know, cleavage hanging out their neck and everything, right? Like I can understand that I want to make this character because I have like a vision and there is something that I believe in. I believe that it's quite important for us to have a larger variety of different kinds of looking women. I get that. But again, I think there is I don't know. I guess if that is the person's goal, then unfortunately one of what you have to now deal with and live with is this kind of backlash. Maybe for that person it's worth it because it's like they don't care about the backlash as long as their agenda or as long as their vision is played out. But I don't know. I just wonder if there is a middle ground to be had there, you know? And I think there is actually. I don't think she doesn't need to be a 10 out of 10 like bombshell, but but you can still design her in a way that, like, you can still design her in a way where she doesn't look like a 10 out of 10 bombshell, and is still just kind of like an average looking woman that still is visually appealing. But who knows? Maybe the result that they currently have is what they thought that was. Maybe they thought right now this is not a super duper bombshell, but she's still visually appealing. Our job is done. We did a good job. I don't know. It's tricky, right? Because they might feel that way, but then the way the public is reacting to it is completely different. I don't know, man. It's a tricky one. It's quite tough. Is Kratos attractive? Trap questions. This is the same argument people made about Yujiro. I've seen loads of people say, why put this ugly grey pist in Tekken? Yeah, it is. I mean, in regards to is Kratos attractive, like, it's one of them, it's just a double standard thing where men and women, we just have different, there's just different standards for men and women. So Kratos, I mean, the answer to that question could be yes. We could say Kratos is attractive because he's just very muscular and he's like the pinnacle of masculinity. Is he like attractive in the face, like a K-pop model or K-pop star, or like a celebrity A-list actor on some, like, you know, Brad Pitt or Chris Hemsworth or whatever? Like, insert any attractive male actor. Like, no, he's not that in the face. But this is where the double standard comes in, because like male characters do not need to be attractive in the same way as female characters for them to reach the same level of appeal. This is why it gets tricky, because the standards for both men and women in terms of media is just different, you know. Okay, now tell me Yujiro is attractive. He is peak testosterone. Yeah, but it's tricky. I don't know if to say it's tricky or it's from what I've seen of Yujiro, it's like wait, hold on. I think it's hard to say, because like there's like a fantasy element to Yujiro where, or I don't think it's just Yujiro, right? I think it's a lot of Baki characters where the way their body type has been designed is like intentionally over the top, to the point where their muscles are not even meant to look like real human muscles. Like, real human muscles are not even able to reach that level. Like, it's just like intentionally over the top ODD. And I don't know if a lot of people will find that attractive in the same way that you would just find like a realistically built muscular man attractive. You know what I mean? Fam, Kratos is fighting gods. They are both in fact. No, yeah, I understand. I'm just talking about physique, right? Like Kratos still has a achievable, more realistic male physique. And so people might be like, oh yeah, Kratos is attractive because he is physically built, like he's ripped. But with Yujiro, some might say, yeah, Yujiro is ripped, but Yujiro is in the realm of like fantastically mythical body type that is not achievable and is like purposefully unrealistic. Like that is the point. And I don't know if a lot of people will be like, that is super hot, to the point where like it's not attractive or it's not sexy or attractive in the same way that a muscular character like Kratos might be, or even if you look at like, I don't know, like Tekken characters or Street Fighter characters that have like just muscular builds, right? Does that make sense? Like it's a different kind of, like Kratos's body type is not in the realm of fantasy. The body type is still within the realm of reality, you know, or even if you see it as fantasy, it's more realistic fantasy. I don't know about that. He just looks EX buff. No. Yujiro is intentionally ridiculous. Like if you look at the back muscles and like the anatomy, human anatomy is not like that. Like I'll pull up a picture. Like I know you've seen him already, but let me just pull up a picture so that I'm not talking out my ass as I speak. Yujiro Kanma, right? I'll just write Yujiro Baki. And I'm sure there's going to be different pictures where it looks achievable, and there's some where it's like really, really stupid. So I'm gonna load up like more than one. Don't show the demon back one because that's a gimmick. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely one of the ones I was going to show because his back muscles are ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to pull up like 4. Okay. Okay, this is a good one. I know you can't see it right now. I'm just pulling him up first. Oh, it's a good angle. Oh, that's a toy. In fact, let me just pull it up now. Yeah, so you said don't include the demon back. I mean, I think you still have to include the demon back one, but I'm not only going to focus on that. So that's like, yeah, super fantastical, intentionally over the top. I guess, yeah, this is definitely achievable, but I think it's even for the ones that are literally achievable because we can see real men with that body. This body is like way more pushing into like over the topness compared to Kratos. And like there's some ways that they draw the muscles, like the way that the muscles in the forearms wrap around each other. It's like it's like the art style's intent is to really maximize and enhance muscular, like the muscular build of a male, right? Like this one here. I can't tell if this is fan art though. Maybe some of this is fan art. It's a bit blurry, but yeah, like just the fibers on the chest there are crazy. The fibers around the six pack is just like that cannot happen, right? Like this around the six pack here is just fantastical. Intentionally, I'm not even saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's like this is. Some people might not look at this and be like attracted to this in the same way they might be attracted to a body type like Kratos, for example. This is fan art. Yeah, I guess this is fan art, but I don't think this is. It could be fan art that's based off of a real pose that was in the game, or not in the game, in the anime or in the manga. I haven't read the manga, so I haven't seen like the artwork of like every single, or even this toy here, right? Like, yeah, it's a toy, but the toy is based off the source material, so I'm sure that there is like, you know, something that it's coming from. Like, it's not just coming out of nothing, right? But yeah, I am trying to find. Oh, here, this is a good one. I don't think this is fan art. And he's got his top on as well. So like, yeah, like just this here, I think this is a good example of what I mean, right? Like this right here, like it's just intentionally exaggerated to make it seem like this is just, it's just intentionally exaggerated to look crazy, you know, to look like just out of this world kind of muscles, you know. Like I think like looking at like Goku and Vegeta and like Dragon Ball characters, like not like when Trunks was doing like the crazy buffed up mode, but like when Goku was just in his regular form, I think comparing Yujiro to Goku is a good kind of like differentiation, because there's a lot of people, especially young men like growing up, who looked at Goku and they started going to the gym because they wanted to try and obtain a physique like Goku, right? And I'm not saying that a young boy wouldn't look at this and be like, I want to be like Yujiro, but I think at least with Goku, it looks more achievable, whereas Yujiro is just more fantastical, to the point where not everybody might be like, okay, I can look like that. They might say, I want to look like that, but they might not say, I can look like that. Where somebody like Goku, like you can say, I want to look like that, and you could also look like Goku if you put enough work into it, I guess. At least for some people. Sure, but if they're both on Love Island, Kratos is going first. You mean like you mean he's getting voted off first? Because he's like not as hot or something? I can't remember how Love Island works. I think I watched one of the seasons or one of the episodes. I don't remember. But yeah, anyway, my main point is that like it's just a double standard that we have to face because women and men just have different we just looked at differently, right? Just it's just one of the true facts of life that just can't really be avoided. Kratos is crying about Faye the whole time and never finds a connection. Yeah, throughout the games, right? Like I did a lot of research because I haven't played God of War, but I looked at a lot of videos from people who both support the game, like support the Faye thing, and who don't. And from a lot of the people that support it, they were all saying like bro, through the entirety of God of War 2018 and Ragnarok, like Laufey or Faye is a part of it. Like he's doing a lot of actions, or he's thinking about her, or he's what's the word when somebody dies and you are sad about it? Grieving over her, right? It's not like she just came out of nowhere in the new game and it's like, hey guys, here's this random woman that came out of nowhere. Like she was in the shadow of the God of War game for the whole time, from what I've seen and heard. Oh, you meant Love Island? Yeah, he will be maidenless by week 1 and get kicked out. Yujiro will be breeding left, right, and center. Maybe. I'm not too hung up on, I just think that I just think that there is a different level of musculature going on is all I'm saying, really. And the type of musculature that Kratos has and the type of musculature that Yujiro has, I don't know. Basically, I don't necessarily think that more muscles equates to more sexy when it comes to men. That's basically what I'm saying. Yeah, but I think what you could say about Yujiro is that like it leans more into the power fantasy, right? Which is another aspect of these games that is quite important to analyze, because for a lot of men who are against the Laufey thing, one of the arguments that they'll make is that putting a woman as the lead character of God of War, it ruins the power fantasy. Like some of them might say, I play God of War because there's a power fantasy of playing this male character known as Kratos, literally killing gods. And when you swap that character with a female, the power fantasy isn't as heavy, it isn't as enriching, it isn't as engaging or as exciting. Which I think there is a decent argument to explore there. Like, not to say it's true, well, it is true because a lot of people feel that way, but I think it's interesting to explore why that is. Like, why is it the case that if you swap Kratos out with a woman, and let's say that woman character is doing the exact same thing that Kratos did, why is it the case that a decent amount of men will feel like the power fantasy is not there as much anymore? You know what I mean? I think that there's something interesting to explore there. Yeah. That's fine, but muscles doesn't solely determine if somebody is attractive. Yeah, I agree. Like, we're only talking about muscles, right? We're not talking about how they look in the face or whatever. And again, the thing about power fantasy, I think we have to include that as well, because a man is not necessarily playing a male character because he's attracted to him, but there are qualities about that male character that women find attractive that are included in the what's the word I'm looking for? In the equation. Like, a straight man is not necessarily attracted by muscles, but the main character having a lot of muscles does make it more appealing for the guy because it leans a little bit more into the power fantasy, right? So it's like, I don't know. I maybe haven't thought about it enough to like really word what I'm trying to say correctly. But anyway, I agree with you that like just having a bunch of muscles doesn't mean that doesn't necessarily mean that somebody is attractive. If a man is ugly though, you won't see me playing the games. Like if the main character looks like a Hunchback of Notre Dame, you won't see me playing the game. I think it's just a line of what you'd accept. If Faye looked like Susan Boyle, I would also be hating on the game. Yeah. And yeah, I agree. Like if the male character is just Hunchback of Notre Daming it up, then the reality is that character is just not as appealing. But I would say, I think though, and again, I haven't thought about this for a long time, but I think the reason why you probably wouldn't play a God of War game where the main character looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, I think the reason why you wouldn't play that character is because the Hunchback of Notre Dame doesn't lean into the power fantasy the same way that a character like Kratos does, you know? It's not necessarily because you find Kratos more physically attractive, right? I mean, it might be the case, but I think the more accurate reasoning would be revolving around the concept or the notion of a power fantasy and what makes you compelled to play as a character, if that makes sense. Damn, we did micro addiction. I didn't mention anything about meat size or anything like that. Absolutely not. Not at all. Why is it still showing up on my... Okay. That's interesting. Neither does Faye. She's skinny as hell, but happy to accept she's badass. Oh, you're talking about the power fantasy when you say neither does Faye? Yeah, but again, I think that's what I find interesting about this topic is that, oh, you said yeah? Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I find interesting is because I would wager that Faye doesn't fit the power fantasy as much, mostly because she's female, right? Like, I think her being female is like inherently baked into why that character doesn't tick the power fantasy box as much as somebody like Kratos. Like, this is where the gender of the character does play a role to some degree, I think. Even if Faye was ripped, even if she was like Marissa from Street Fighter 6, like, she would definitely fit more of the power fantasy more so if she looked like that. But there's some people where it's like, I don't care if she looks like Marissa or like, you know, female version of Goku or female version of Broly, like, it's still a woman. That would probably be the minority, but there'll still be people that will feel that way because they just need their male power fantasy to be conducted by a male. The moment it's a female, it just cannot work. We need more ugly characters like Rufus, to be honest. Like I don't think there's any problem in having variety of how characters look. This is why I find myself in a difficult position with the whole God of War thing, because I actually do think it's important for there to be a variety of main character protagonists in our stories, in media. I actually don't think it's a good thing for every person in media, like, to just be 10 out of 10 supermodel attractiveness all the time. I do think there is some value in having variety there. But it's tricky because even though I say that, we're still talking about products that are being sold, right? We're talking about games that developers are selling for people to buy and play as. We're talking about movies that people pay to go and watch. You know what I mean? So because there is money involved and making the characters look more attractive serves the purpose of making it more likely that people will pay to get the ticket or pay to buy the game, that's where it gets tricky, where it's like, I believe in having more variety of visually, like different kind of characters that look different visually and not just 10 out of 10s everywhere. I believe in this premise, but if I perform this premise, if I perform this belief that I have, there's very likely to be a monetary a monetary hit. Like I'm not going to make as much money, or I'm going to get slandered in the media, in the publications, and the outcry that we see on Twitter and Instagram and stuff, right? Like it's not going to go in my favor if I follow through with what I believe to be an important thing to do, or an important thing to have in media. So I think it's quite difficult. I actually think this topic is very interesting and very nuanced, but a lot of the kind of conversation we're having around it online, it's not really giving way to that nuance, unfortunately. I'd argue her power scaling got set from her minor appearances and lore telling from the first 2 games. Boulder is small and skinny as hell too, but when he smacked up Kratos, people went nuts. But I imagine that would be, like, I imagine that part of the reason why people went nuts is because there's a small and skinny character mashing up Kratos who has had multiple games to set himself up as being the badass that he is, right? So when somebody smaller comes along and mashes him up, like, I imagine like there's history and lore that is part of the reason that created that reaction, right? Not just the fact that it's a small and skinny person. But I agree with what you're saying, though. I get where you're coming from. I want ugly characters in games I don't play, to be honest. Also, you mean like if the ugly character was in a game that you do care or do play, then you would care? Yeah, I think it's tricky. It's quite tricky. But like some people's critique is just ridiculous. Like I remember when Hades 2 came out, and the fire god, what's her name? Hestia, I think. Let me get her name. Fire god Hades 2. Hestia, yeah. In Hades 2, in fact, I'll show you. I remember when this came out, it caused such an uproar. I thought it was really silly. So Hestia came out, right, in Hades 2, and the artwork, in her artwork, she has like, what's it, vitiligo? You know, the condition where like your skin is like the melanin or the pigmentation in your skin is different, and you've got like patches of different colored skin. And people were like, oh, why are they making why does a god have this skin condition? Like, this is so unrealistic. They're just forcing diversity in appearance because they have an agenda. And it's just like, guys, I don't think it's not that serious. Like, the majority of the other gods in this game still look attractive. Like, and I think it's actually kind of interesting, like design-wise, to have the fire god kind of look like she's like got burns on her skin, right? I actually think that's a cool approach, you know, in a fantasy game with fantasy gods where we've seen these gods portrayed in different ways in many different mediums throughout history. I actually think it's quite interesting to portray this character in this way. But then you got so many people I say so many people, like maybe it was just like a loud minority of people. Actually, it definitely was a loud minority of people. But they were so loud, it would make you think that it was the majority or like a half and half thing. So, and I just think visually, like, this is an interesting design. And it's a shame that there's so many people that would see something like this and be like, oh, it's woke, it's DEI, it's like, you know, forced inclusion of underrepresented people. I don't know, man. People will use anything to bolster their social and political positions that they have. Kind of crazy. Kind of cray. Oh, I can just minimize and it goes away, huh? I think it's fine to add stuff like that to characters. What makes it cringe/too woke is when that redesign becomes the central focus of the game, right? Of the character. Like if Faye just starts having periods mid-game, I think that's cringe. Yeah. I agree. Like if they start to do things to like remind you every 10 minutes that the character is a woman. Like, by the way, guys, she's a woman. She's on a menstrual cycle right now, or, you know, she's doing, and then insert like woman female stereotype here. You know what I mean? Every 10 minutes she's conducting another female stereotype. Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that kind of stuff is cringe. Yeah, and sometimes that does happen, and that's never a good thing. Absolutely not. But you know, it's kind of like, you know, they did that with gay characters a lot, right? In movies and stuff like that. Like when we first started to see gay characters, it was always, we need to have a thing or a line or an action or some kind of event in this story to remind us that this character is gay. And even a lot of gay people didn't like that. Like a lot of people in LGBT, like maybe at first it was good because it made them feel, you know, seen and their existence is being validated. And I do think that there is value there, or there is something worth having there. But yeah, after a while, it's just too shoehorned. It's like you're just forcing it. Like, and not to mention that not every gay person is shouting from the mountaintops that they're gay, or doing / saying a traditionally stereotypically gay thing every 10 minutes. Like there are gay men that, for all intents and purposes, if you saw them, you would just think that they were a straight person based on how they carry themselves, how they talk, how they dress, like, but they're gay. And that's how their homosexuality manifests, or that's how their sexuality manifests. Like it doesn't need to be loud and pink and rainbows everywhere, right? So the same way that movies and TV shows made that mistake for a long time, I think video games often make that mistake as well, where they feel like they need to constantly bash you over the head that, by the way, this character is trans, this character is gay, you know, this character likes women and she's also a woman, like just a little bit too much. So I think there's a level of mastery, like writing mastery, where you can include a minority character and not make that minority character's entire identity be the fact that they are a minority, you know? Bro, where is... Okay, I have the wrong weapon. Can I switch weapon here? Switch it on here. Yeah, my whole stream title was playing Greatsword, and I haven't even switched to the Greatsword yet. Hopefully I can fix this now.
Available right now.
Damn, nobody's doing Omega. Okay, there we go. Tell a lie. Here we go.
Let's put them to use.
Okay, phase 2. Phase 2. Phase 2.
We got this.
All right, let's kill this boy. Let's kill this guy. Big robot. I'm ready. That's a miss. Oh, I didn't even pop. Bam. Stay grounded. Laser. Not want to stand there. Oh my god, what terrible aim, bro. Come on. Come on, Sentinel. Terrible aim. Shoot the hands. Shooting. Okay, nice clinch shot there. Focus strike. Got him. Okay, easy mode. Get him. Strike. Laser. Oh no, face change. Clean. Clean, clean. Alright. Let's drink this. Drop the rocks on him. Nope, dodge though. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Laser. I should have saved that for the no Scylla ad. Or it's gonna hit. Oh, side dodge. Big damn. Get him. Face change. So easy. Stand there. Steady. Never mind. get this off. Not too far. Oh, it's a little bit too far. Ooh, nice topple. Oh, good punch. Laser. Okay, change area. I remember when this fight first came out, people were dying left and right. But now everyone's used to it. Move out the way. Stand in the fire. Back up. Rock steady on. Okay, big dam. Nice dodge. Would it die? Oh my god, you just won't let me aim, will you? Thank you. It's broken. Like to see it. Oh, dodge those. Laser. Gonna hit. What you got, buddy? Come at me, bruh. Laser. Dead.
Being able to fulfill your objective and return unharmed is quite the feat.
Inoperative. Okay, I just need 2 of those things, so please give it to me. Just need 2. Nope, didn't get a single one yet. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. It's funny. Okay, nice. Wait, let me not say that yet in case I didn't get what I came for. No. I only got one of the things that I needed. Unbelievable. Right, one more. One more should be all I need. Let's eat up first. Just get carb meal. Do that. Wait, let me check if I even need to. Pretty sure I just need one more. Double check. Great sword. Yeah, I need one more. Unbelievable. Jump in that one.
We got it.
Uh,
Let's begin then.
okay, we have arrived again. Omega. Let's make short work of you. Put him in a box. Thanks for that. Get some CC over here. This guy can't move. Like to see it. Laser. Could have shot him here. Did that not work?
May this be of use.
Move in. Get him. I'm not scared. I'm just gonna stay here. No fear. Oh, that hit me? Oh, I guess I wasn't in shield. Luck. Off he goes. Next area. Oh, actually, I should do this. Off we go. Can we mount? Yes, we can. Cowboy action going on. Shoot him. Mount successful. He's right under the rocks. Kind of. Not anymore. Get out the sky. Base change. Okay. Laser. Where does it spawn again? Okay, right here. Shoot him. Are you serious? Let's not die here. Oh, I did not restock on the last quest. Hit. A lot of damage. Go. Be dead by now. Not very good DPS right here. Looking. Yo, if we fail this check, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Okay, that was way too close. Too close. Should have put on my Rocksteady. I totally forgot I had it. Switch back. Oh my god, we missed that. Oh, he ran straight into it. That was very close. That's a crazy lingering hitbox on those falling rocks. Okay, strategic perfect dodge. Ooh, this is bad. Nice. final area. Just gonna get him. Nice rock drop. Perfect does this. Easy. No fire for you, buddy. Put this all the way over here in Timbuktu. Laser. All right. I looked at my map one time and I got a fist in my backside. Perfect timing. Okay, nice. Oh, nice. Nice toggle. Mobility. Laser. Nice. No laser for you, friendo. He's on his last legs. I don't think I've ever seen that break before. Where's he at? He's gonna hit me. Never mind. More. Come on, buddy. A few more hits. Uh-oh. Laser. Oh no. Okay. Right, give me what I need, please. Screw. Lens. Axle. Thank you. Screw again. Spring. Spring. Screw. Pedal. Oops. I think that was even faster than the previous one, I think. The previous one was 13 minutes. What's this? What we got here? 14. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, got what I need. Okay, let's make that weapon. I think I made the sword and shield, right? Oh, I did. All right, let's do it. Oh my god, I don't even have the regular one. Okay, well,
Watch this.
I think we got all the pieces, right? Yeah.
Watch this.
Okay, so we have the sword. What armor pieces do we have? Okay, so what is the set that I'm looking at? Here it is. This is very bright. Okay, so Raydal helm. Let me put this over here. No, let me not do that. Raydal helm. I think I got that. Raydal helm Y. Apparently I do not have that. Okay. Alright, let's fix that problem. Raydal. What? I need a wyvern gem. Okay. I mean, that's quite easy to get. What else do I need? I need Udra Mail Y, new Udra Y.
How can I serve?
OMG. Did I not kill? Oh, I only killed him once. Oh. Okay. I need Udra. Okay, so I need to kill new Udra twice. Oh my goodness. To kill new Udra at least twice. Bale Flanchard, Bale Solos, I need to kill Omega. Oh, I need to kill Omega again. Wow. We are not great sorting tonight, unfortunately. That's like, how many is that? 4? At least 4 quests I need to do. Fun, how exciting. Shit. Let's do Unu Udra, that's the most annoying one. What is he weak against again? Is it water?
Anytime.
Can I come too?
No, you may not. Trust me, I'm sparing you. Sparing you from the pain. It's a painful experience right now. My entire plan for tonight has been bamboozled. Can I come too? Fuck. Oh, did you give were you able to give Avatar a spin, the TV show? Were you able to give it a watch, episode 1, or not yet? I'm guessing not. Otherwise, I'm sure you probably would have brought it up if you did. Bro, what am I looking for? Where's New Udra? Octopus boy, come on. Here. Water. 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 Okay, let's switch to my water set.
My hammer is leaving already?
Step right up. I got the hardest
Do 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 do. Dum, do, 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 dum. Do, 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 dum. Tried, but she wasn't paying attention, so gonna try one more time. Does she what does she do? Does she watch like TV shows like other shows, or is she not really a TV person? Like, has she got like short attention span when it comes to TV, or there's like certain shows that she watches? Bro, there's some sometimes when I teach kids at the school that I work at, it gives me this feeling of like, if I was a parent, there's certain things that I would just never allow. Like, there's a lot of kids in my school that are extremely picky eaters, and picky eating is something that I would never, like, I would never allow it. Like, some of these parents, the way that they enable their kids to just eat whatever they want, like at the school, they'll serve quite a big variety of food, like different kinds of vegetables, different kind of meats, corn, tuna, soup. So many of the kids are like, they'll get their tray of food and they'll just initiate food removal protocol and just start picking out certain foods, and then they're left with like 1 or 2 things. And then, you know, the Chinese teachers, they have to tell them, like, that part of their job is to try and encourage the kids to eat like what they're given, like to not be so picky and selective. But so many of these kids, they're just having none of it. And I think a lot of it is because when they're at home, they're so used to getting what they want. Like, they're so used to requesting certain food and just getting it. Like, even if the parent cooked a certain thing, they'll just like kick and scream and they'll demand to not eat it. And then the parent just gives in. And then little do they know, every time they do this, they're slowly creating the most a picky eating demon that is just never gonna be any fun to eat with, you know. I couldn't even imagine growing up like in a household where my mum would just allow me to just not eat like certain things because I would have the luxury of getting what I want to eat. It's like, no, my mum would be like, okay, you don't want to eat? Starve. Go to bed hungry, see if I care. More food for your other brothers if you're trying to be like that. I would never allow it. The only show she watches at the moment is Teen Titans. Oh, okay, Teen Titans is pretty sick. But because it's on YouTube, it's just bits and pieces. I don't think it's the same Teen Titans that I watched when it first came out, but yeah, Teen Titans seems quite popular. Very visually appealing for kids, I think. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to do. Okay, let's change this to. Arc Tempered New Ultra. It's event quest, right? Teen Titans Go. Oh, yeah. Teen Titans Go. I think that's like the main Teen Titans right now, right? I don't know if there's another Teen Titans show airing at the moment. If there is, I had no idea. I've got a Teen Titans Go. I bought a Teen Titans Go comic book. It's in my book corner in my classroom. So that student that I have that loves to read the Black Panther comics, she also likes reading the Teen Titans comic as well. Those two, she's always just staring at them.
I'm heading for the target.
The drone sent us supply items.
I need that.
Make room for me too.
CK Mango has joined the quest. There he is. How else I use this? Oh, sleeping. Somebody's gonna wake him up. Bombs. Oh my god.
Set a bomb.
Oh yeah. Go is jokes. The child and grown-up humor they do is so sick, and they do crazy deep cut references. Yeah, I think that those are the dopest, some of the dopest kids shows. Yeah, makes it much more fun to watch with kids. Avatar's a little bit like that as well. More so in season 2 and 3. I think I've seen clips of Teen Titans Go on Twitter. I think there's an episode of Teen Titans. I don't know if it's Go or regular Teen Titans. I'm guessing it's Go because I saw it recently. But like there was an episode where Cyborg and Starfire basically Cyborg was talking about how it's hard. I think he was talking about how it's hard to be a cyborg and being treated differently or something. But it was interesting because like some people were saying that it's kind of like an allegory for being black, but he didn't talk about being black. He was just talking about being a cyborg. But one could infer that perhaps the deeper meaning is that that's kind of what he's also alluding to, or he's just using his cyborgness to kind of like in the same way that that somebody that suffers from or experiences racism would talk about their experience. I don't know if it was Teen Titans Go though, but I wish I remembered the exact context and exactly what was said. I think that's regular Teen Titan. That's from. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you're right actually, because I think the characters. When I saw that clip, it's the characters look like the Teen Titans that I saw when I used to watch it on TV. I don't think it was the slightly redesigned ones. How long did you talk to Fnatic for? Was it like a lengthy chit chat? And when did he knew who you were? Like he knew of you from commentary and stuff, or he wasn't familiar with you? It's a shame that him and Destiny don't talk anymore. Well, I mean, Destiny doesn't talk to a lot of people anymore, but I enjoyed some of their interactions. Bro, we're not gonna clear this quest with 2 people dead already. I'm dead. No, I'm not. Miss, bro. Come on. He didn't know me, and I think it was about 1.5 hours. Then Mike jumped on after and spoke to him. Oh. See, I see. I remember I used to watch Fanatics so much, man. Back in the Marvel 3 days. The Beyonce days. Oh, look at I got my Beyonce. So Rinse watching him. It's interesting how popular he was back then, and how much a person's audience can change or shrink. Because last time I saw, I mean, I'm nobody to speak, right? I don't have any viewers, but it's interesting how somebody like him once upon a time had so much attention on him, and then now it's just completely different. He streamed it, but wasn't important enough to put my name in the title. Destroyed. Destroyed. Range on this guy, man. What's Guilty Gear Strive been saying? Because I remember there was like a big the big update, like the 2.0 thing where they added they took away Wild Assault or something like that. And I remember everybody was excited about it. But like it seems like it came out, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong because I don't pay too much attention, but like, did that patch change a lot for the better and people are like more excited to play it now, or is it not? Or did something else happen along the way and it's kind of, people are not really fond of it or something? He does gospel music and has a kid. Oh, he's got a kid. I knew he did gospel. I didn't know he had a kid though. So I think that consumed a lot of his time and attention. Yeah, that's fair then. That's becoming a father will I mean, you would know better than anyone else that becoming a father will do that. And if it doesn't, then either you're incredibly rich and have all the time in the world, or you're doing something else wrong. Oh, the damage on this guy. The game is good now, so no one is talking about it. Okay. People are busy playing it, basically. Because there's nothing to complain about. Yeah. That's dope. Oh my god. That was my... Even though he was doing that attack. It sucks. Let me restock while I'm here.
Oh no!
Super dead. Oh no.
I'll sit tight here.
Oh no. How's your... I remember you were doing like a... You were planning to do like a... Not a talk show, but like a... Yeah, you were planning to do like your own podcast and stuff, right? And doing the Marvel shorts, like talking about the character and then the fighting game and how Did you end up doing all of that, or are you still working on it, or just kind of taking a back seat at the moment? Or I guess maybe life is too busy lifing. Just let Chrome do that for now. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, it's quite a lot to put that together. And like Chrome. Okay, play. Did you see Mr. Beast? I don't even know why I'm mentioning it because it's so cap. It's such a lie. Like, it's obviously, like, I saw the tweet. The tweet had like 30 million views. Not even to mention the engagements. He was like, Mr. Beast was like, oh, if I started YouTube again from scratch right now with no camera, no name, no notoriety, he could get 20 million. He said he could get 20 million followers or subscribers in 6 months. And it's just like, and his point was that he believes that because it's a knowledge thing. Like, what he knows now that he's done YouTube for so long and has been so successful at it, if he was to start again with what he knows and apply what he knows with a completely blank slate, he would get the 2 million in or 20 million in 6 months. And then obviously everybody in the replies is like, you're full of shit. Like, there's no way that could happen. Even DJ Vlad was like, listen, I've been doing YouTube for a long time as well. I'm very successful. And I'm here to tell you, you're absolutely full of shit. Like, there's no way. No. I think, to be fair, I think he's probably intentionally exaggerating. Like, 20 million is crazy. But I think his main point is that, like, he believes that with what he knows, he could get like a crazy amount of subs in 6 months. But I think the disingenuous thing, or one of the many disingenuous things about what he said, is that it's not taking into account the incredibly different landscape of content creation now compared to when he was growing and made a name for himself. You know what I mean? I hate when people don't consider that, and they act like if you just did what they did or knew what they knew, you would be successful now. It's just so obviously not the case. I didn't hear about that claim yet. I think it was a tweet from like today or the other day, very recent. I don't even pay attention. Like, I don't even know how it was on my timeline. Maybe somebody I follow retweeted it or something. Oh, this is easily my least favorite fight. Jeez. One more life. Somebody died. Rip. Did you hear about? Yeah, I heard about. I not only did I hear about it, I saw it. You're talking about the. You're talking about his he represented himself and succeeded. That's crazy. Like, even as somebody that doesn't know too much about the American legal system, I know enough to know that for a person to represent himself with no lawyer and actually succeed is incredibly unheard of. So yeah, that was, I mean, good job to him, man. That was, he low tier case. True. Yeah, he put that in the bag. That was very well played. And you know, like, I didn't check his stream, like his first stream post winning the case, but I can imagine like the viewership was crazy. Everybody coming in to ask him about it, ask him how he did it, how he felt. You know, I actually might go and check the VOD just to see all the things that he said. I saw clips of the VOD, but I haven't seen the whole VOD.
All right. Let me know.
Imagine losing as a lawyer to that. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, no, he did sick, man. And like, I had followed a bit of the drama of his baby mama and what she was doing. Like, I saw some interviews of her, but I didn't know to what extent that she was harassing him. And like, yeah, apparently she was just going on a bunch of like talk shows and being interviewed. She had Discord set up, you know, to slander him and post where he's at, laughing at what he's wearing. Like, absolutely insane. You know. And it's even more unheard of for a male to win in this kind of like, you know, when it involves women and children and like baby mamas and like, you know, not being involved in the child's life. It's so easy for the guy to look like the wrong person, to look like the shithead, to look like the bad guy in this scenario, you know. So that on top of him representing himself and then him still winning is just, that's like some main character, you know, end of season 1 vibe. Like, you know, plot twist, the main character actually wins instead of the bad guy. Actually, no, the bad guy normally would lose anyway. So, but you know what I mean? Like, just very, very protagonist energy right there. Pretty wild. The victory lap should be insane, yeah. The clip that I saw, he was very calm. Like, I think maybe somebody asked him like, yo, what do you think about winning the case? And he's just like, man, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing, man. You know what I mean? That shit shouldn't have happened anyway. That shit is whack, man. Like, he was basically saying that, like, it was so ridiculous. The whole situation was ridiculous anyway. And it shouldn't have required him, like, it shouldn't have come to what it came to. So he was more so like, yeah, it's whatever. Like I'm not really, it's so dumb. It shouldn't have happened. So I'm not going to be excited about winning something that should have never have happened in the first place. He took the high road basically, rather than like slandering her and like kind of doing a victory lap. He was just, his victory lap was very reserved, very, very calm. Like, I'm too cool for school. Like, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing. I'm just chilling. Which, that's one approach that works. And to be fair, that approach probably makes him look better. Like, it just makes him seem even more level-headed than he normally is. It's a very, very classy, high-class way to approach it, I would say.
Everyone here has been doing well, Hunter.
I was watching Destiny, and Destiny commented on it as well. And because he's going for a legal thing right now, he was saying that people don't realize that for him to have won in that scenario, he probably, like, he needed to have done so much research about the court system and the legal system, and just like, he had everything. He had his I's dotted and his T's crossed. Like, people don't realize how much work you need to actually do in order to even come close to winning something like that. And he was saying that a lot of judges might, like, the moment a client or the moment somebody who's defending themselves comes into the courtroom and they've done their research, they've done their homework, and they prepared, he was saying that the judge will probably look at that person and just give them, like, immediately give them brownie points, because a lot of people that represent themselves, they just think that they can just roll into the court and just like be themselves and be honest and be confident and win, and not do any research in the legal system and how this kind of thing works. So him winning is probably heavily hinged on the fact that he really, really did his due diligence and took it very, very seriously, which probably won him a lot of favor with the judge. So yeah, props to him, man. That's a very, very high level achievement, I'd say. Nine 1 matchup IRL, yeah, proper, not in your favor at all. So Dhalsim Zangief, like worse than Dhalsim Geef. Absolute insanity. Let's try that again. Bro, you're pinned already? Come on. 2 minutes into the quest? It's not off to a good start. Wait, why do I have slicked blade? Oh, that's why. Whatever. I think I'm wearing the wrong weapon. Well, no, I think, well, I might be, because I'm not sure if I even have a more powerful water weapon. Man, this fight sucks, man. I hate this fight. Actual garbage. Trash. It's me who dies.
Are you alright? Take a second to restock your supplies before heading out.
Yeah, I'm wearing the wrong bow. What a loser. This is extremely the wrong bow. I'm like just absolutely wearing the whole wrong set. Gog bow. Ebony Gog. Oh, that's it. It should be Ebony Gog. I need to change that to water. What a joke. What a joke. All right, back in it. Back in the fight. Okay, the damage is much better. Out the way. Out the way. Doing. Coming out the other side and teleported. I am very hungry.
Sure to grab anything a monster leaves behind.
Let's get to it. Sleeping. With my bombs, with my bombs. Bombs, where are you at? I don't have any I don't have any bombs left. Whatever. Nice rock drop. I didn't even know there were rocks there. Where's he luring him to? Oh, maybe to a turf war? Oh, luring to the rocks. Nice. We got a hunter that knows his environment over here. Like to see it. Nope, do not stand there, do not stand there. Very close. Flinch this guy up. Gonna hit me? Of course. Of course. Of course. Yes. I actually have to be full health in case I get one shot out. Dodge. Okay. It's gonna hit me. Big mad, big angry. Flame on, he said. Flame on. Flame on. How triggered are people that thought Human Torch would be in Tokon? He must be on suicide watch. Oh. Not want to get hit by that. Bum. Shoot him. OMG, that missed. OMG. Not stand there. Ouch. Slap me in my mouth. Max Poe. There's so much fire everywhere, it's hard to even know what attack he's doing. Okay. Oh, wow. Get one of them. Mhm. Get him. No, I do not want to stand there. Too close. Oh, nice positioning. Nice. Something broke. I'd like to see it. Something broke again. Oh, his head. Get the focus strike. Get him. Shooting. That did not hit. Nice spacing. That was some Street Fighter footsies right there. Spaced him out. I knew my ranges. Spinneroonie. Ready? Flame on already. Boom, 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 boom. Danger. Danger. Get him. 300 damage. We'll take it. Oh, he's running away. He's on his last legs and he's dead. Died as soon as the song ended. Very well timed. Please give me 2 tickets. Oh, he's captured. I forgot we could capture him. Please give me 2 tickets. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Hey, 2 tickets. Lucky, lucky. Lucky. Don't need to fight you again. All right, restock. All right, let's make the chest and what was it? Chest and hands. Ultra Y. Okay, chest and hands. Just making sure it's not the wrong one. Okay. And now we need Raid Dow. I need to do. Or I need a Wyvern gem. What's out in the wild? Anybody dropping a Wyvern gem? Guaranteed Wyvern gem. Anybody? Any booty? Let me check my investigations. Wrong way. Wrong way. Oh, hello. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. Let's go take him out real quick. What's up, chicken? In a while. Gonna have to kill you and leave you though, unfortunately. Oh, you actually got me. Bro, who's that? Reggie? Reggie? There it is. Listen, you don't... We've had enough battles, man. Leave us alone. Leave me alone. I guess you can help me kill the chicken. Anyway. How many monsters want to play around today?
Let's show everyone how it's done. You ready to work on my magic?
Nice pursuing shot right there. That was very cinematic. That one though. We ain't got time for a mount. Still on. Okay. Maybe I'll get a second one. 2 Wyvern gems. 2, 3. All good. Okay, there we go. Three minutes and 15 seconds. Nice. Very efficient. All right, let's go make the helm. And then I need to kill Omega once or twice more. Take this one. Got it. Now we just need Bale waist and Bale legs. There it is. Oh wait, no, I just need the legs. I got the waist. All right, let's go eat first. And let's do Omega. Optional. Omega, where are you? Come on. Oh wait, it's the wrong. All right, here we go. Am I wearing the right weapon? Yes. Yes, I am. False alarm. Are you just gonna stand there, bro? Rocket punch. Shooting. Ooh. Did not realize he was doing the charge. Oh, rocks. No, I'm too slow, right? Tell a lie. Focus strike is gonna fly away. Oh, flied again. Laser. Oh. Is this? Wait, did this guy die? He must have died two, three times before I joined. Oh yeah, the quest is going on for 7 minutes, so I didn't even realize. What? I mean, saved myself a lot of trouble, to be fair. Never mind. Bro. 1 minute ago, 2 out of 4. Get me in, get me in. Let's do it. Let's do it. We dodge those. Charge. Man, somebody got stepped on. Not me though. Can't step on me. I'm not into no BDSM play. I ain't getting stepped on. Laser. Not if I can help it. Get out the sky. And this guy's stun locked. Don't stand there. Oh wait, that's not their mustard bomb. Laser. Don't mind. All good, all good. One dev. Let me not do that. Forgetting to use my phone. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Hey, big jam. Fuck. Not looking at the game screen. Alright. Laser. Oh, not very well played. Good job, guys. Actual good gameplay. Yay. Yay! Oh, toppled. He's down for the count. Shout out Studley. Down for the count. Down. Down. Down for the count. Bro, little explodey spiders. Weapon change. Shoot the spider with your laser right now. Quick. Rock steady. Oh, that's gonna hit me. Not if I move out of the way. Even from my going. Go rock steady. We are right. Point blank. Get this off. Big laser. Falling rocks. Oh, chance. Is he too far away? Oh, we got him, got him, got him. Ooh. Something fell off. I'll take that. Oh, never mind. Got him. I'll grab me a shield generator. Okay, he's angry. Okay, nice mount. Oh, where's his head? Yeah? Oh, this is Bum Bum. is happening? Shot me in the mouth. Okay, nice topple. Okay, big mad. No more crazy annoying mode for you. Ah, I'm safe within the shield. Shield of justice. Never mind. Rocket punch. Oh, there you go. Welcome to the rocket dance. Not good. Dodge those. Easy game. Win. Back. Nice. That was my laser that killed him, by the way. That was my kill. I take ownership of that. Alright, give me my axles. 2 axles, please. Oh. No. 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 Didn't get a single one. Maybe in the rewards, hopefully. Oh my god, I didn't get a single one. Great. Great. Maybe I got one without noticing. Let me check. Copium. Sniff on some copium. Let me see. Oh, where is it? Nope, didn't get a single one. Yay. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Well, I almost finished with the set, which is good. Why is this weird?
The space version though. If you use ChatGPT, you can learn to
All right. Let me do one more. One more. Did I eat? I don't think I need. Oh wait, no, I should eat for Carver. So I get more opportunities to get what I'm looking for. That would be a clever thing to do, wouldn't it? Alright, let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. No sessions found, you liar. Thank you. Okay, let us proceed. Do this. Okay, area change. Let's get the palm off. Let's go up until phase 2. Up to phase 2, not up until. All right, let's go, buddy boy. Hey, he big mad. Gonna fly soon? Nope. What if you get flinched out of your animation? Ooh. Get him. Way too close. Too close. Gonna laser beam. Yep. Way too close. Get him. It's in the wrong direction. Nope. Change area. Oh, rocks. Nice. I see you. Oh, she just clipped him. Another one. Got it. Exchange. Nice. Thank you, Marlboro. Marble. Right. Nice power flash. But my weapon is wrong. Okay, final phase. Park you over here. Oh, that's gonna miss. Oh, you got him. Nope. How did that not stop it? Weird. Kamehameha. Yep. Oh my god, why am I getting an antivirus notification ruining my... Okay, cool, thank you. Great. Laser. Ah. Great minds think alike. Down for the count. Is that gonna hit me? It probably is. Not if he gets hit out of the animation. No problem. Only one death so far. Oh, go away. Shield would have been really good right now. Don't think that rock can hit him. Maybe. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, there he is. Alright. Please give me what I came for. Don't mess around. Just need two. Don't be stingy. Nope. 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 No again. No again. And I'm excited to go to the next screen and find out that I didn't even get one in the rewards menu. I already see the future. I already know what's gonna happen. My Sharingan is activated. At least give me one, man. Come on. Come on. Give me one. Not even a single one. Oh. Oh, there will be no great sword made today. Well, I made the great sword, but there will be no great sword actual quests going on, since it's not allowing me to finish my set. Crazy. All right, I'm gonna call it tired and hungry, so I should eat and sleep to solve that problem. Yeah, I'm gonna take a rest, not a rest. Thanks for everyone that passed by. And appreciate all the raiders that stuck around. Much appreciado. Mucho appreciation. Something like that. So I'll be back perhaps tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. One of those days. One of those 2 days. Until then, see you guys on the other side. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay, I don't know, stay home. Don't go outside because the weather is crazy. Actually, maybe the weather's fine wherever you're at. But yeah, do find another kind of stay. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay something else. Figure out what that third stay is on your own. How about that? You just got back on my bed. Yeah, I was quite tired. It's 11 p.m. over here, so I need to stay woke. Maybe that's the third one. But then people might unironically think that I'm some like super wokey or something. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the one I should go for, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, man, and appreciate you, Jads, for hanging around and chatting. Fun chat. Maybe I'll see you again on the next one at some point. Yeah, man. Peace out. And to everyone else, peace out. As Jads UK said, stay safe, stay hydrated, and stay woke. That's definitely not going to be the slogan. I'm definitely not going with that one. I thought I'd just say it to see how it felt, and it did not feel like the right move. But now I know at least. All right. Take care. Until next time. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. Where's my mouse? Somewhere.